and came in here with just a real competitive edge and desire to win. And the fourth quarter, credit to them, we couldn't get a stop, and they scored. And so that limited our offense. And so we're disappointed, but definitely have some things that we can work on and ready to get back to it on Thursday.
Questions for Coach or Sara?
Coach, you touched on that just the fourth quarter, 31 points. I mean, couldn't get stops, but in part, was it just some of the shots that, it's hard to defend those shots and with Haley, hitting some of those just tough at the end of the day.
I thought Sara Bejedi did a fantastic job on her, and some of those, I just looked at Sara, I was like, there's not much else you can do. I mean, she was, Van Leth was determined, and she's a great player, and sometimes, better offense beats defense even when defense is perfect. So that's a lot of what it was, but there were some other things that were within our control, keeping them off the boards, and some critical moments would have been helpful. But yeah, I mean, they were on a tear in that quarter.
Coach, you mentioned it there, but keeping them off the boards, just second chance points when they out-rebounded you guys by a fair margin. What did you see there? How do you remedy that?
Yeah, I mean, it's something we've been talking about. So I'm disappointed. I know our players are in that regard. I mean, it's something that's just critical in this league, and yeah, 16 second chance points by them, and again, crucial ones down the stretch. So we've been talking about it. We did a great job of it against NC State, and unfortunately couldn't hold that line this game.
I know you're happy to see Morgan back to some extent, but she hit you guys with that offensive rebound late and a couple jumpers. Just what did Morgan do for them in the second half?
Yeah, we couldn't find a way to stop her. I mean, again, she came in here highly motivated. She just came off of a really good game where she kind of felt her stride, I think, against Virginia Tech and their loss there. And so, she came out and did her thing. And so, hats off to her. But, it wasn't just her. It was a lot of their other players hitting key shots down the stretch.
Coach, using this game, how do you think you'll prepare for Thursday night?
Yeah, I mean, we'll do the same thing that we always do in terms of we gotta, be the best version of who we are. And today we weren't that defensively and down the stretch, and again with the box outs. But we're not going to change anything, too much. We gotta be us and get stops so we can get out and transition and score. So Virginia is a really good basketball team that we're about to go face on their home court. So we'll lock in and get ready to get after it.
Coach, coming back into town this week, you talked about how big this week was. Now that we've gotten 2 good games under our belt, what do you look back and you take away from these 2 games here?
Yeah, well, obviously I'm very, very proud of this team. I mean, the win on Thursday was huge, and this game was by no means going to be an easy automatic win just because we beat the team on Thursday. So I think it's a great week in terms of understanding what we're capable of, but also really being able to key in again still of what's important and what we have to do night in and night out to beat ACC teams.
My question is for Sara. Sara, just what are you thinking right now after this type of game and then playing on a good stage with potentially some All-Americans here in the conference, and then your level of play?
I don't know. I'm most upset about the fact that every time we lose is most of the time in our hands. It's not like the other team is better than us. It's because they out-rebounded us. We didn't play tough today, so that's why I'm disappointed. And like Coach said, next game we're going to bounce back. We're going to make sure we're going to get on our feet and do the things that we have to win. But that's it. Just disappointed, but my confidence, and I'm always betting on my team. Nothing changes.
Sara, got a little chippy out there at the end. Were you expecting that going in, that you would, it'd be that sort of game?
It's always going to be, a tough game. It's the ACC. Every team is capable to win. So I go into every game with the same mindset to play my best, bring that edge, and yeah.
Sara, where's your confidence level right now? Just 3 straight 20-point games. I know you'd probably rather have the win today, but just as far as your offensive game, it seems like a lot's clicking for you.
Yeah. I don't know. Confidence is there. I don't know how to say it. Like, it's just there. Definitely would have wanted the win. So I'm gonna keep doing what I can to help my team win. This time it wasn't enough, but I'm gonna focus up for the next game and bring the same energy.
Coach, what have you seen from Sara these last 8 days now?
Yeah, I'm very proud of her. I mean, she has a big job. She has to set the tone for us defensively, which she does over and over and over again, and that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. And so to see her be able to really impact our team on the offensive end, she always has. But you know, she's a fighter. She's tough. She's got that grit about her that we need in ACC play on the offensive end as well. You know, she's fearless. She's willing to attack the basket over and over and over again, whether she gets fouled or not. And so I'm very proud of her for you know, focusing on what we need first and foremost, and then allowing the rest of the game to come to her, and we're seeing the great results.
Coach, it's never one or two things. You know, it's always a whole bunch of things that go into a win or a loss. But to me, the top two things were the 54% that they shot, and also the rest were letting them play all game, and that makes it kind of tough for you guys to get to the line. And I know that's a big part of your offense. So I'm not trying to get you in trouble with the ECC, so you don't have to come in the fields, but just about getting to the line and that sort of thing. How does that affect you guys when it's tough to do that?
Yeah, I mean, it obviously affects us. I don't know if I blame I don't blame the officials. I mean, you know, they've got a really tough job to do, and so we've got to be able to go and attack like we do and find good shots and finish them. You know, and if we feel like we got fouled, it's get up and go back and play defense. And so, you know, we shot even free throws for the most part. I mean, we shot one more than they did. And so there's really not much I can say in that regard. I know I got heated during the game and all of those types of things, but you know, we talked about it before the game. That's not in our control. You know, we've got to control the things that we can, which are things like boxing out, knowing our defensive assignments, and, you know, being in the right spots. So, you know, yes, you're exactly right. We didn't get to the line the way, you know, we would have liked today, to be able to score points there.